Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Lucius, the Viking Realtor. You're looking to buy or sell a home, so let's talk real estate. Today, we're talking about my journey in real estate. I thought it might be helpful or informative for people who are aspiring to get into real estate to kind of explain where I came from, how I got to be where I'm at now, and what it is that motivates me to do what I do. So I quit my job on the day that my daughter was born, and that was by design. It wasn't nearly as dramatic as it sounds, but my previous employer did know that the day my daughter was born, I would not be back. And I didn't quit my job to be a real estate broker. I actually quit my job to be a real estate photographer. But there was one problem with that, and that I wasn't a photographer and I didn't know anything about photography. So I went to the bank, I got a loan, I bought a camera, I bought a bag and a tripod, and I bought a Matterport 3D capture camera. And I went around to every real estate brokerage and really anyone who would listen and explained what I could do with this equipment. And then I taught myself photography. Matter of fact, the first house that I photographed was my own. I did everything starting in my first house. About 6 months into working with all these real estate brokerages, I realized, hey, I think I could do that job and I like what they're doing, but I think I could do it better. So I got my license and I transferred brokerages and I started selling real estate. Now, if you fast forward a little bit, I'm coming up on 9 years in the business, and I track this very easily because it's my daughter's birthday every year. And I own real estate, I own rentals, I invest in real estate, I own my own office, and I have started numerous weird little projects that some of them have worked out and some of them have not. Now, I am going to be celebrating my 40th birthday in October. And like anyone else at this age, I'm going through a bit of a midlife, and I fail to call it a crisis, or I hesitate to call it a crisis, because it's more of a inventory of what I've been doing and how I've been doing for the past, so many years. And I don't even count the first 20 years of my life because I was a complete idiot. I was a kid, I was a baby, I was in school, I just went to college. Like, I really only had about 15 to 19 years of actual real life adult experience. And what I've realized is that nothing in my life is worth doing if I'm going to do it alone. I've realized about me that I partner well with people. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that I'm trying to do, whatever it is, I like to partner with people to make everyone's life a little bit better. Ultimately, I think that's why I like real estate, is because I get to partner with people, I get to work with other brokers, I get to protect people, and in the end, I hope that everyone's happy with the transaction and that everyone is made just a little bit better by it. Now, that mindset doesn't actually stop at real estate. It's involved in everything that I do. So while I'm doing renovations, while I'm doing a property flip or a rental or whatever the case is, I want to make sure that I'm bettering everything that I'm doing. For example, our office is a really good reflection of this image or idea in my head. When you walk into our office, you are not going to find a dozen agents hunkered down behind desks. You're not going to find empty space that's wasted. You're going to find a place where people can sit, where they can talk, where they can negotiate, where they can just be around and be comfortable. And I found that between my wife and myself, we create places where people want to be. And that's probably one of our biggest accomplishments. When Rob and I started talking about opening up our own brokerage, we didn't have that much in mind, but I knew that when we had our own office, that there were certain things that I wanted to accomplish. And what I wanted to accomplish was no wasted space. I didn't want a bunch of empty desks. I wanted to create resources. I wanted to create places where agents could go and take advantage of those resources. And then other people started getting interested in those resources as well. So in our office, you're going to find a photography studio. You're going to find soon a podcast booth and video AV recording area. You're going to find our Dungeons and Dragons dungeon in the basement. And all of these things, while they sound completely disconnected, really are just places where people want to be, where people can accomplish what they set out to accomplish. We've stated it 100 times that our office, and more than just a location in the building, our office, our culture is that we don't want to be like everyone else. And that means that we don't want to be a place that goes out and actively recruits new agents, and we're trying to gobble up as many agents as we can, because we're not just looking to make a buck. We're looking for self-motivated individuals who want to utilize the tools and the resources that we have available, and who want to be left alone in order to do real estate. We provide tools, and what I've realized throughout my years in real estate is that I can provide all of the tools. I'm not going to pick them up for you. And while I am here to answer any questions that a new agent might have, whether they're with my brokerage or not, I want to create spaces that are going to make them better at what they do, regardless of what it is that they're doing. While it's never been my intention to be rich at someone else's expense, I want to be comfortable in life just like everyone else. And that means that I need to provide a service to other people, to my brokers, to other small business owners, that allow them the opportunity to hire me or to use the resources that I have in order to better themselves. And that means that I'm simply just providing a service that they want to pay for. I've learned a couple other things in my 40 years on this planet. And it's one, it is very hard to convince anyone that you are here genuinely to help them along and to help them do better, no matter what it is. And the other part of that is that I've definitely learned about myself that I don't care whether or not you believe I'm genuine or not. While I want to help everyone that I possibly can in as many ways as I can, my purpose in life is not based or driven in any way by what anyone else thinks about me. It's just what I actually want to do. And I want to continue to build places where people want to be. I want to leave this community and this world better than I found it. I want to support my family and grow my presence in this area and in this community. And I want to help as many people as I can along the way. And that is the driving factor behind what I do in real estate, in life, in my community, and beyond. I hope sharing this little bit of insight into Lucius has helped you understand who I am and what I do and how I tick just a little bit better. I know that a few minutes of your time isn't necessarily going to help you understand everything about me. So I invite you to come by the office, sit, chat, do what Brad and I call lobbying, to get a greater understanding of what I do and how I can help you do what you do. And that's all there is to it. You don't have to take my 2 cents. I'm just trying to help you get a little insight as to Lucius and how I do things. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, or subscribe to these videos, as it is the best way that you can support what I do with the least imaginable amount of effort on your part. Thanks again for watching. Let's talk real estate.